It's time for Ripley's. And ready or not, here comes Kelly Packard with tonight's unbelievable act.
Dean, I'm here at Lake Howard in beautiful Winter Haven, Florida, and we are about to witness a water skiing event that has never been done before. I'd like to introduce you to Mike Seipel. Come on in, Mike. Now, you have been practicing for this all day, right?
Yep.
Okay, now this man, known as the aquatic kamikaze, is going to hand ski behind a seaplane that is coming right at us. Oh, my goodness. Okay, you don't want to miss this because this world record attempt, it has to be seen, so stay tuned.
Tonight on Ripley's, a rare glimpse into the lives of three extraordinary brothers. Most towns would hide these siblings from sight. Now Ripley's travels to the one place on Earth where the trio is serviced, celebrated, and worshipped like gods. Joe Tornatore is scared to death of insects. That's because one small bee sting could kill him. So he's forced to live every day inside a protective suit. Now Joe's daring to come out of his shell and risk his life to take a wife.
I don't want to die on my wedding day.
He looks like your average 5-year-old. That's until you put a big yo-yo in little Evan Nagau's hand. With lightning-fast moves, trigger-quick timing, and the reflexes of an all-star athlete, it's no wonder they call him the Yo-Yo Wizard. Plus, what will happen when these guys try to launch a 100-pound anvil sky high?
Fire in the hole!
We hit the water with the world-famous diving dog in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. And there's no better way to light up Fashion Avenue than with these electrifying battery-operated outfits.
They either love it or hate it, but everybody's shocked.
Only on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Here at Ripley's, we pride ourselves on introducing you to people that you might never have the chance to meet in everyday life. The Murphy brothers are a unique trio, and they teach us all a very important lesson about the value of every human life. They are like no one else in the world. A trio of brothers, all sharing a medical condition so extreme and so rare that at home in India, they are revered by thousands and openly worshipped as reincarnated monkey gods. When the Murphy brothers were born in Mylapore, India, each exhibited traits of what is known as microcephaly.
It's a genetic disorder, although mode of transmission is not very clear. In this family, nor mother nor father suffer from this kind of a disorder.
While their other 5 siblings are all perfectly healthy, the condition has caused these 3 brothers to be born with abnormally small skulls, which in turn has exaggerated their facial features. Having 3 such births in the same family, several years apart, is shockingly rare, reinforcing their sacred status among believers. And though in many parts of the world their condition would have caused them to be institutionalized, here in India, the brothers are worshipped as gods. The men are cared for by their older brother. He remembers the day, decades ago, when during a trip to the sacred Ganges River, his 3 brothers were proclaimed holy men and reincarnations of a Hindu monkey god, Lord Hanuman, a deity who symbolizes strength and leadership.
उससे बड़ा साधु महाराज लोग आती है उधर उन लोग पैसा खबर पहुंचाते तो सीधा लाइन लग के आ गया वो तो उन लोग बोल रहा था.
True believers feel that the trio's striking appearance is proof of their heavenly origins. Many claim that the brothers possess the power to heal.
जिससे आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करने के बाद एक पावर एनर्जी फील होता है आदमी को.
And while the brothers seem oblivious to the adulation, their followers maintain that their otherworldly presence is nothing short of divine. Believe it.
One of the three brothers was also born with a tail, but doctors removed it, fearing that it might make him overly aggressive. Now this is a yo-yo. It dates back to 500 BC, and at one time this spool on a string was the most popular toy amongst American teens. Now obviously this was way before PlayStation 2 or the Xbox. However, there are still a few yo-yo diehards left, and they spend hours perfecting tricks like rocking the cradle and walking the dog. Of course, Ripley's found one of those old school wizards, but he just started grade school. Huh?
Evan Nagao seems like your average kid growing up in Hawaii. He loves playing with his little brother, riding his scooter, and even climbing traditional bamboo poles. But what makes Evan so extraordinary is that at the age of only 5 years old, Evan is a virtual yo-yo wizard, blowing away adults with his arsenal of bedazzling tricks.
Large people. They were playing against me. Everybody was bigger than me and older.
Evan's been playing with yo-yos since he was born.
His first word was yo-yo.
He picked up his spinning skills from his mom and dad, promoters of yo-yo exhibitions around the world. From his first spin, Evan couldn't get enough. And unbelievably, by the age of 2, this yo-yo prodigy was not only learning tricks, but inventing his own.
The first trick I did was raindrop.
Since then, he's mastered the art of walking the dog and has no problem handling the flying trapeze, a difficult trick that requires precise hand-eye coordination.
He would be practicing maybe 3-4 hours a day.
At the age of 3, this talented tyke was testing his skills in regional competitions against kids 3 times his age. Incredibly, the toddler took first prize.
I like people to watch me do yo-yo on stage, outside, inside, everywhere.
And never stingy with his yo-yo know-how, Evan teaches people of all ages how to spin it like a pro.
He's amazing. I mean, first I came here, I thought it was like, okay, he's just a little kid. But then I saw him do these tricks, I'm like, whoa, this guy can really go.
You could just do it one time if this didn't.
Being taught by a 5-year-old is very humbling.
But out of all of Evan's truly remarkable tricks, his most impressive is a move that he likes to call the quadruple Eli. A flick of the wrist sends the yo-yo shooting into the air. Then it hits the string and catapults off a total of 4 times before Evan finally catches it in his hand. With moves like this, it's easy to see why Evan dominated the 2001 National Championships.
I got it.
These days, carrying around his yo-yo collection in a custom case, this competitive kindergartner is proving once and for all that great things do indeed come in small packages.
It's really hard to say what the future will bring for him, but I do know whatever he's interested in, he sticks with it.
I can spell the word yo-yo, Y-O-Y-O.
Hundreds of years ago, a yo-yo made of stone was used to hunt from trees. The hunters would throw it down at passing prey, and if it missed, it ensured a second try. But don't try this on your little brother.
Next, it's one of the strangest contests in America. See what happens when these guys try to launch a heavy metal anvil hundreds of feet high.
Let's go.
Only Ripley's is there for the explosive event. Plus, this man's so allergic to bees, one sting could send him to the grave. Now he's getting married outdoors, and his last words could be, I do. Also, how one extraordinary girl is conquering her karate competition without arms. And the nightlife scene will never be the same. See how you can shine in these high-tech glow-in-the-dark garments. Only on Ripley's. Enter Robert Ripley's archives.
Robert Ripley. Leave it or not. Leave it or not.
The year is 1962. New York Harbor is a favored spot for many maiden voyages. But this isn't a typical trip. This ship is actually a scale replica of the famed German transatlantic cruiser, the SS Bremen. After a fire sinks the ocean liner in 1941, two dedicated German enthusiasts begin the tedious task of creating a replica. Spending years of hard work building the boat, reporters gather to see the small ship set sail. And although the miniature is considerably smaller than its famous forerunner, this water toy still weighs in at a staggering 10 tons.
Leave it or not.
Say goodbye to the scooter and hello to the wheelman, technology that has been 20 years in the making. This is the latest in personal motorization, the only hubless two-wheeled motorboard in the world. That's right, no axle. The wheels float in position. This baby has the speed and power of a motorized scooter with the handling of a skateboard. You just put your feet here and here, squeeze this to control the throttle, and off you go, up to 20 miles per hour over pavement, grass, even the beach. Of course, balance is the key to riding this little two-wheeler, and the makers say you should expect about a day of wipeouts before claiming to be the master of your own wheelman. I think I'm gonna start working on this right now as you watch this.
It's an American tradition dating back hundreds of years. Take a blacksmith's anvil, pack it with explosives, and then blow the whole thing sky high. This is anvil shooting. And you are about to witness two of the sport's best attempt to launch a 102-pound chunk of iron straight up into the air.
I'm not necessarily so competitive, but my partner David is, and he wants to show the world on Ripley TV.
Anvils are traditionally used for metalwork, but early pioneers who had no access to store-bought fireworks found a more explosive use for this blacksmith's tool. Celebrating special occasions with a bang.
The earliest recorded version of anvil shooting would be in 1826, and that was said to have been a well-established tradition at that time.
For the past decade, Neil Collier and David Blackwell have held an iron grip on the title of World's Best Anvil Shooters. In fact, these two are now serious competitors in family-oriented contests like these, drawing thousands of spectators throughout the Midwest and South. To ensure the team blows away the competition, Neil, a computer consultant by day, custom designs and molds his own anvils.
I enjoy blacksmithing, taking of a raw piece of metal and turning it into something functional or something beautiful is quite satisfying.
Because of the potential danger involved, we took Neil and David to a controlled environment where no spectator could get hurt. Today, like their forefathers before them, they're about to attempt to launch this 100-plus pound anvil skyward. But getting such a heavy object off the ground is no easy task, and there's never any guarantee that things will go as planned. After carefully leveling off the firing base in hopes of a vertical launch, Neil and David finish preparing the platform. Once they've added powder, they make sure that the seal is tight and do a final safety check. It's launch time, but what will happen?
Let's go.
They light the fuse.
Burn your hand.
Fire in the hole.
All right.
Everyone moves a safe distance away.
Yeah, baby! Look at that thing go!
The whole way.
All right.
Whole way.
Come
It's an amazing sight. The fallen anvil creates a 3-foot crater in the ground.
That's a good one. That's a keeper.
And while for these guys, any anvil launch is a good one, just how high did it go? Neil and David's anvil shoots an impressive 567.39 feet into the air. And as for the future, Neil and David are determined to keep hammering away at this explosive American tradition.
Joe Tornatore is so allergic to insect bites and stings that every single time he steps out of the house, he has to wear an awkward bee suit or risk dying. And recently, he had to make a pretty difficult decision when his girlfriend asked him to get married. Would he walk out the door and down the aisle with or without his suit?
For most people, bug bites are a minor irritation. But for Joe Tornatore, one single bee sting can kill. So now, just to take a step outside, Joe is forced to dress like this. Whether he's working around the house or just taking a walk with his kids, whatever he's doing, Joe can never again leave the safety of his protective suit because it could kill him.
You become immune to looking out at the world through the mesh screen.
Joe grew up in Blackwood, New Jersey, and led a normal life. But in his early 20s, Joe noticed the appearance of small lesions on his skin. Medical tests revealed a bizarre situation.
The results came back that I had urticaria pigmentosa, which is a proliferation of mast cells in the human body. There's no known cause or cure.
In fact, Joe's condition was so rare, doctors didn't know how to treat it. So for the next 17 years, he ignored the small bumps on his skin. But Joe was about to get a serious wake-up call. Working unprotected in his yard one afternoon, Joe was stung by bees. Within minutes, he was completely disoriented.
I knew I was in trouble, and I ran up from the woods and into the house.
What nobody knew is that Joe's condition was actually amplifying his allergic reaction, sending him in an anaphylactic shock.
My blood pressure dropped, and I was sweating, and I was very disoriented.
After he completely passed out, Joe's fiancée got him into an ambulance and to the hospital, where Joe's vital signs exposed the horrifying truth. Joe was dying from a bee sting.
He was the sickest patient I have ever seen who was stung by a bee. His whole upper airway was swollen from the allergic reaction.
After 5 days in intensive care, Joe narrowly escapes death and stabilizes. But further tests confirm doctors' suspicions. Instead of fighting insect stings, Joe's body makes them worse, over 100 times stronger than a sting to a normal person. In fact, there's little hope Joe would survive another attack.
So if Joe is indeed stung again, the consequences would be dire.
Joe's life unexpectedly takes a bizarre turn. The world outdoors is suddenly off limits. Bees, spiders, jellyfish, even certain ants, in fact, anything that stings can end Joe's life and must be avoided at all costs.
I was still petrified, terrified to even go outdoors. I had to basically change my life around.
Joe's only alternative to living as a permanent shut-in is this beekeeper's suit, a portable refuge, sealing him off safely from the outside world. Still, none of this slows Joe down. He's employed as a social worker and has even written a book about his remarkable encounters. But perhaps it's what he did on his wedding day that everyone will remember most.
Our wedding day had been planned for many months prior to even the first incident. I was adamant that I did not want any wedding pictures wearing the beekeeper suit. So I just decided early on that I wasn't going to wear it for that whole entire day. Wedding day.
Are you going to put on your bee suit?
No, I'm not putting on my bee suit.
Despite the fact that just stepping outside could potentially kill him, Joe was willing to risk his very life for the sake of his wife, daring to go suit-free on their wedding day.
If God wanted to take me on my wedding day, he had bigger plans for me than I had for myself.
Believe it. Because there's currently no cure for his condition, Joe still has to wear the bee suit every single time he steps outside.
When it comes to facing everyday obstacles, Diamond XL does it feet first.
I could type faster than my feet than some of my friends can with their hands.
Ripley's follows in the amazing footsteps of this unstoppable armless girl. Also, we head to a tropical paradise to track down tonight's unbelievable animal.
I would have the most unique dog in Hawaii, up until the point where somebody can say their dog can match that or better it.
Ripley's reveals how a paddling pooch became a breathtaking diving dog. And looking to turn someone on? We power up the sexy electric fashion, sure to light up your love life.
But everybody's shocked.
Ripley's world of unbelievable animals.
Everyone knows that most dogs are born swimmers, but this pup has literally gone off the deep end. Because believe it or not, Girl, a pit bull mix, isn't content to just paddle around. She actually dives underwater. And you won't believe how low she can go. One day, while Girl was playing with her owner, Matt, he decided to toss a rock into the swimming pool. Surprisingly, the playful Pit dove in after it. Matt quickly discovered his dog will do anything and go to any depth to retrieve her favorite rock.
One day, the rock rolled down, down to the deep end, and she followed it to the bottom.
Now, Girl is a natural in the water, hitting the pool whenever she can. And unbelievably, Girl can hold her breath for up to 45 seconds.
I would have the most unique dog in Hawaii, up until the point where somebody can say their dog can match that or better it.
Incredibly, all the attention Girl is getting has not gone to her head, but it has caused some jealousy from her canine pals who can't seem to get beyond the dog paddle.
What exactly is a medical miracle? Well, the term is probably overused in today's label-crazy culture. But here on Ripley's, when we say it, we mean it. So check out this amazing story of a girl they call Diamond. And yes, she lives up to the name because she sparkles.
Like a lot of teens, Diamond XL never seems to slow down. There's homework, surfing the net, even martial arts. For what makes this karate kid so incredible is that she manages it all despite being born with no arms.
Some of my favorite things to do is talk on the phone, play outside with the rest of my friends, and go on the computer on the internet.
At just 16 years old, Delia XL became pregnant with Diamond. It was a pregnancy plagued with problems.
It's like my stomach was so upset, I could feel the baby shifting, moving around in my stomach.
And after only 7 months, Delia went into labor. Baby Diamond was born 8 weeks premature and without arms. Delia was devastated. How would her daughter function? She was determined to raise Diamond to be strong and independent.
So I felt like I had to make her feet work for her and that her feet would be her hands.
Growing up, Diamond was expected to be self-reliant. And today, in Miami, Florida, where she's an honor student, Diamond types faster and more accurately with her feet than most people do with their hands. And when it comes to handwriting, considering how she does it, it's pretty incredible.
It's really not a lot of things that I can't do with my feet.
At home, Diamond helps out with the cooking. Always keeping her feet absolutely clean, she makes her mom's favorite chicken dish, even scrambling eggs over a hot stove. But unbelievably, Diamond's real talent is for sports. She's won her division in the U.S. Open and 2 World Karate Championships for the physically challenged. Her coach is constantly inspired by Diamond's can-do spirit.
So there's no such thing as I can't do, not when it comes to her.
And now, this rare gem is getting the chance of a lifetime because Diamond has been chosen from a number of applicants to be fitted with a pair of cutting-edge bionic arms. In order to operate the mechanical limbs, Diamond has to use her shoulder blades to press special buttons located inside. Each button corresponds to a specific movement of the arm. Incredibly, after only hours of practice, Diamond is stacking cones and even eating.
Okay, now?
But in spite of all the things that this athletic wonder can do, Diamond has never ridden a bike. Eager but a little scared, she situates her body on the seat. Then, positioning her high-tech hands, she grabs the handlebars. Though shaky at first, she begins to pedal. For the first time, Diamond Excel is riding a bike. And after a few minutes of careful practice, she gets off and triumphantly gives her mom a big hug. Another first for Diamond. The progress is slow at first. With practice, Diamond is expected to soon be able to master her new arms and truly excel at everything she does.
I want to tell people to not worry what anyone says about you, and it's what you think about yourself, not what anyone else said. I always tell them to treat me like they treat anyone else.
Very good. You're a diamond in the rough. Good.
We'll be right back.
It's the ultimate test of devotion, a 2-day trek to the holiest of temples. But these worshipers don't walk. They have to crawl 50 miles on their stomachs. Also, Ripley's takes this mummified falcon for x-rays. And wait till you see what we found inside. And world champion water skier Mike Seipel can do some pretty amazing things, even ski on his hands. But now, he may be taking it too far.
Good luck!
Trying to ski, towed behind a fast-moving airplane. Can he possibly pull it off? Kelly Packard is right by his side as he attempts the impossible. Amazing stories and unbelievable people. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Ripley's has camera crews around the globe searching for strange stories and unbelievable people. Nepal is tonight's stop on the Ripley's World Tour.
Prayer takes many forms. Some rise and sing, while others bow their heads or drop to their knees to pray. But believe it or not, in Kathmandu, high in the Himalayan mountains, groups of Hindu devotees honor their god by crawling 50 excruciating miles on their stomachs. The tradition, hundreds of years old, is called the Parikrama and honors Lord Shiva, the god of destruction. Once a year, a handful of worshippers make their way to the temple. But on their journey, they're forbidden to look toward Shiva's home in the sky, leaving true believers no choice but to painfully make their way while completely face down on the ground. This is Sukumar Bahadur Lama. He's ready to depart on a difficult journey without any endurance training. A journey that will test the very limits of his physical stamina and his spiritual faith. Along the way, others join in, ready to fight the rugged terrain. After a blessing from the town priest, Sukumar prepares the only protection his body will have against the rocky road: a flimsy burlap sack and 2 simple wooden hand grips. They reach the starting point, and there's no turning back now. For Sukumar, a 50-mile crawl begins here. The first day gets off to an agonizing start. Jagged paths, intense heat, and sticky mud puddles. As several men roll off the trail to relieve themselves while lying down, one pilgrim abandons his quest, unable to go any further. As the blazing sun sets, 25 miles are completed. The men stop for the night, finally taking the day's first sip of water. Despite just only handfuls of bread keeping him going, Sukumar is optimistic.
कभी नहीं, हम जरूर अपना परिक्रमा पूरा करके छोड़ेंगे.
But with the second day, the landscape becomes even more extreme, and Sukumar visibly struggles climbing a hill. Fatigue and pain prove too much for one man who wallows in defeat.
नाराज हो जाएंगे जब तक ये परिक्रमा पूरा नहीं कर सके तो मुझे आत्मग्लानि होता है.
Others forge ahead. With just 2 miles to go, the temple is visible, but the pain is almost unbearable. Finally, only the temple steps separate Sukumar from completing the remarkable pilgrimage he started a mind-bending 36 hours and 50 miles ago. Ringing the temple bell in triumph, Sukumar has done it. Though racked with fatigue, he finally stands up straight, knowing he's completed one of the most grueling spiritual tests in the world. Believe it.
Egypt is famous for its mummified kings and queens. What is not commonly known is that one of these would be buried alongside the deceased person of royalty, inside the tomb. This is a mummified falcon. Its eyes were believed to hold the power of the sun and the moon and would help guide the pharaoh in the afterlife. Well, there are many imitation mummies floating around out there, so to authenticate this artifact, Ripley's had it x-rayed. In this real, disemboweled falcon mummy, the bones were found to be gathered and bound in the center. And our expert also detected a broken tailbone. More Ripleys right after this.
Kelly Packard is standing by with a water skier trying to accomplish the impossible. He's actually trying to ski on his hands while tied to an airplane, and he's getting royally thrashed in the process.
I was just getting the beat out of me.
Battered, bruised, and beaten. Don't miss his last chance to conquer tonight's Ripley's Challenge. And looking to be the life of the party, Ripley's reveals the flashing fashion guaranteed to get you noticed.
If you want attention, this is what you should wear.
It's all ahead, only on Ripley's.
Kelly Packard is on assignment in Orlando, Florida. Kelly?
Hey, Kelly Packard here in the water skiing capital of America, Winter Haven, Florida. And I'm standing here with a man who loves to get his feet wet. One of the world's greatest barefoot skiers of all time, Mike Seipel. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Hey, good to meet you.
Today for Ripley's, he's going to do something that has never been done before. Now, Mike, can you tell us what that is?
We're going to try to hand ski behind a seaplane.
I water ski, and it's hard enough to keep balance on your feet, let alone going from feet to hands. How are you going to do that?
Well, the plan is to start on a pair of 2 skis so the plane can pull me up out of the water. And then once the plane stabilizes at a high enough level, I'm going to step off and be barefooting. Then I'm going to sit down and stick my foot into the toe strap and then roll over and then do the push-up.
Wow, this sounds awfully dangerous. Now, obviously, you got to trust your pilot, right?
Absolutely.
And this is the pilot. Hi, Gordy, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about your crucial involvement in this?
My number one job is to keep this airplane flying. If I get into a stall that close to the water, I'm really going to have my hands full recovering the aircraft, because I have to get the aircraft as slow as possible to try to get the speed manageable for Mike when he's hand skiing.
And what speed is that about?
Well, we're hoping to get right around 40 to 45 miles an hour.
Wow. Now, a fall at this speed could be fatal. I mean, are you aware of what could happen here?
Actually, my big concerns with safety is if I hit a big wake and my hands get pulled out from underneath me and I smash my face on the water, the pressure of the water going up your nostrils and out your sinuses and stuff can be really dangerous.
All right, well, are you sure you're ready to do this?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see it. Okay, so we're going to go to our boats. This is your boat here, right? And Gordy, you're going to go to your plane, and my boat's over there. So why don't we do that? And while we're doing that, let's find out a little bit more about Mike. When it comes to water skiing, Mike Seipel's done it all. This 7-time world barefoot jumping champion started water skiing at 4 and was barefoot skiing by 10. After breaking nearly every barefoot skiing record imaginable, Mike was inducted to the Water Ski Hall of Fame. Now that Mike's conquered skiing on his feet, backside, and hands behind a boat, he's being pulled by something with a lot more power. And Mike knows getting dragged by a plane will definitely take its toll.
I've never hand skied going 45 miles an hour. You don't need to really go that fast. My hands are going to be frying, I bet.
And in case something should go horribly wrong, 2 police boats with 2 police jet skis will patrol the water. A fully equipped rescue boat is also standing by. Do not try this at home. So as Mike suits up and Gordy preps the plane, I'll take my position on the main boat. I like it out here. Mike, are you ready? Good luck! Here he goes! The plane is picking up speed. Now that he's airborne, Gordy's got to slow the plane down to 45 miles per hour so Mike can push himself up onto his hands. Any slower could send the plane into a stall. Everything seems okay. He's down! Mike, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I got punched in the stomach hard by the water.
That looked really scary. Do you want to try this again?
I guess I guess so.
You guess so. Are you sure? You don't have to do this. You want to try it again?
Yeah, one last shot.
While Mike resets for his next attempt, check out what he did last time on Ripley's. Mike amazed viewers by becoming the first man in the world to support another person's weight while hand skiing. And although Mike won't have anyone on his back this time, skiing behind a plane presents its own unique set of problems.
It was just like impossible to do it that time. At first he was too low, then he got too high, and then at the end when I was trying to push up, I was just getting the beat out of it.
Okay, it looks like everyone's in place for another try.
Good luck, Mike.
Here he goes again. Mike's signaling Gordy to fly higher. He needs more speed. He's too low to flip over onto his hands. Woo! He did it! Water skiing on his hands behind a plane! Woo! Mike, you did it! That was amazing. How do you feel?
It was great. Right at the beginning, I was a little concerned because when I first pushed up, my legs went down in the water. And when it stabilized, my legs were out of the water, and it felt perfect for a long time. And then I think the plane started going higher and higher and higher because pretty soon I was airborne. I wasn't touching the water anymore.
You hit pretty hard. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that was an amazing feat of strength and endurance, and you saw it only on Ripley.
Next, a spark of inspiration led to this shocking line of battery-operated outfits.
I feel great. I don't have to shine. It's doing all the work for me. I just have to show off.
From sexy club wear to this wattage-packed wedding dress, only Ripley's has the fitting you won't want to miss. Next.
You can count on Ripley's to be on the cutting edge of unbelievable fashion. And the clothes that you're about to see might just shock you.
When it comes to clothes, Ripley's has uncovered everything from self-defense super bras to paint-on party apparel, even sexy fashion made from man's best friend. But now, there's an outrageous line of clothing that really lights up a room. That's because, believe it or not, this clothing is electric.
I consider myself an artist, and I see these clothes as an art form.
Janet Hansen has always been turned on by design and technology, even as a child.
I had been playing with lights when I was really young, and in fact, I remember my first dollhouse had lights in it, and I put lights in the homecoming float in high school.
So while Janet trained for a career in engineering, she never lost her love for fashion. Eventually, she had the idea of combining the two, and she developed her own company, Enlighted Designs, to produce eye-popping electrical clothing. These high-tech togs with their built-in light show are battery-powered and can last for up to 10 hours before needing recharging. The secret? Each item has its own tiny computer chip sewn right into the seam, and it can store all of the light pattern information for hours of fluorescent fun. And with the nighttime always being the right time for these flashy fashions, Janet's electric clothing can be found lighting up dance clubs everywhere. But her look goes beyond the club scene. Janet's taken it to a mind-blowing new level by creating a one-of-a-kind wedding gown. Her illuminating designs are available online and in boutiques, with prices ranging from $6,500 to $6,500.
It's doing all the work for me. I just have to show up. People either like, they don't know what to think. You know, I think they either love it or hate it, but everybody's shocked.
For all of us here at Ripley's, thank you for watching, and good night.
Only those with the guts.
All right, let's do this.
Win the glory. Fear Factor. Back-to-back episodes. Tonight starting at 7. Only on Chiller.
Scare Tactics. Back-to-back episodes. Tomorrow starting at 7. Only on Chiller. Scary good.